Hey guys, today I want to talk about Dr. Cherryl Pearson, who has been missing from Tennessee since January 5th, 2002. So on January 4th, 2002, Cherryl went to a basketball game at the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. And after the game, her and some of her female friends came to her home on Daybreak Drive in Bartlett, Tennessee, and they left around 1 a.m. So the next day, Cherryl had plans to watch her sister's kids. Now, I've heard two things. I've heard that she was supposed to go to her sister's house and watch the kids, and then I've heard that her sister was supposed to drop the kids off. So apparently that is what led to them looking for her, is the sister wanted her to watch her kids and Cherryl was missing. So when the police looked at Cheryl's phone, they noticed that she received a call at 1:58 a.m. on January 5th. So as you remember, her friends left at 1 a.m. So about an hour later, she got a phone call. It lasted 5 seconds. And it was from a nearby payphone. So when they went to the payphone, there were no surveillance cameras because this is 2002. There weren't as many cameras back then. And the phone was wiped clean. So when Cheryl's home was checked, there was no signs of foul play. She had left her diabetes medicine behind. Her pager and phone were also left in the house. And she was on call that weekend as a doctor, so she would have had that with her. Now, her car was found January 7th, and it was found in an apartment complex about a mile from her house. Her car had been cleaned. They found 2 sets of car keys, her medical bag, and a bank envelope containing $140. So she was legally declared dead 2009, but no one has ever found her remains, and they don't know what happened to her. So one theory is that her sister's husband had killed her because her sister was the beneficiary on Cheryl's life insurance policy. So I find this interesting because whoever called her at 1:58 a.m., it had to have been somebody she knew, because just 5 seconds of talking to them and she left the house. So it could have been that her sister's husband said something was wrong with the kids and they needed her because Cherryl was a pediatrician. And I think something like that would have gotten her to leave the house quickly with just her medical bag, which was found in the car, and to go check on her nieces and nephews. And then maybe the sister's husband killed her, or the sister and the husband killed her for her life insurance. So that is a possible theory that I think sounds legitimate. Now, going along with this theory, the $140 in the car, they might have left that there to make it look like she was like going to make a drug deal or something, or that she owed someone money. So it might be all part of the look of something else was going on, rather than her going to visit her sister or her brother-in-law to look at the children, which could be a theory. So whatever it was, they really just needed her to leave the house, and they could have kidnapped her like right when she walked out her front door. The other theory could be a boyfriend that no one knew about. He might have just called her and wanted her to come to his house. And whenever she did decide to come over or like leave the house, you know, she either met him and he murdered her, or she could have been like kidnapped right when she walked out her front door. But I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards like the brother-in-law, because apparently he had done some like things like that before, and he went to jail shortly after this just because he did something else. So maybe they just don't have enough evidence. But it's always like crazy to me that someone could get rid of like a human being and no one could ever find her. And it's sad because she seems like she was an asset to her community. Like, she was a good pediatrician. She lived in a really nice neighborhood. And she was helping her family out. Like, she was going to be watching her niece and nephew for her sister. So I don't see how a sister could do this, but I could see maybe the brother-in-law doing it without the sister knowing. But of course, she knows that he gets in trouble with the law, so you would think she would have a clue that he could do something like that. But I never heard this case before, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's crazy that 2002 was 23 years ago. And back then, things were so different than what they are now. Otherwise, I feel like we'd have more like neighborhood surveillance video. But I just want to share this with you, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until